My name is Monty Hillman. I'm the Port Authority's project manager for the redevelopment of this former 3M campus. We're very excited to show you what we've been working on for the last several weeks and several months with many of our partners that are in this room. With that, I'd like to introduce Mayor Chris Coleman.
It's a lovely day to be outside. I want to just thank you all for gathering here. I want to acknowledge that we have Victoria Reinhardt from the County Board with us here today. Thank you for joining us. I know Erica Nelson, I think from Senator Klobuchar, there she is back there, from Senator Klobuchar's office is here. We'll hear from in just a bit from our esteemed council member, Dan Bostrom. Oh, they just tell me what to say. I don't fact check. We're really excited to be here today to kick off what I think will be the next phase of a long and strong history for the East Side. As many of you know, when the East Side was at its great strength, it was a place where you could walk out of Johnson High School or Harding, walk down to 3M or walk down to one of the breweries or Seeger or whatever it would be and get a job, raise a family on the income that you made from that position and stay there for a long time. But as jobs left the East Side, we really struggled. And the community struggled as well. And so today we recognize that fact, that a strong community has great jobs in it. And this is a tremendous opportunity for all of us to be able to start rebuilding the East Side by rebuilding a workforce on the East Side. This site is tremendous. It's an extension of the Phelan corridor and the tremendous amount of work that had gone on for many years to build that corridor. We've already seen the fruits of the success with Baldinger and with the Alina Transport already committing to coming to the site. Very exciting that we've already seen people that have made it, the decision to come over to this old historic site. But we also recognize in it the history of this particular building, if nothing else. There's so much history here, a great site and a great opportunity. So we don't want to just kind of throw that history out. We want to be able to say, let's try to figure out how we can best use the buildings that are here, but also provide an opportunity for a new future and a new birth. It's a balancing between what has been our great past and also what is our great opportunity that I think this site represents. So thank you all for being a part of that. And I want, at this point, I believe, Louis, we're going to unveil a sign, and then we're going to hear from our council member.
Now, I understand this is really simple.
I know, my own
So simple a 3-year-old can do it.
Yeah.
We have a 3-year-old.
Thank you, Mayor. It's always great to join Chris at these events. And the exciting part about this is when he comes over to the East Side, we get a chance to talk about something besides light rail. And
we could extend it.
Not a bad idea, because the streetcar used to run right by here, and I remember that as a kid. Well, anyway, the interesting part about this building where we're standing today and right across the street at Building 20, when I was just a little tight growing up, my folks lived right up here at Earl and Case, and my dad worked in Building 20 across the street. And the deal was, when he was a young father growing up, and he said, you know, I'm never going to move any further than I can walk to work. And that was the deal. So we lived there basically until my dad retired from 3M. And I think this is an opportunity to go back to some of those things, to begin to get jobs, living wage jobs that can support families in this neighborhood. This building is really kind of significant to me, because 3M back in the 50s was really pretty family oriented. And I got into a little deal, and my dad helped me out, and he's working across the street in the plant over there, and there was a little legal issue that came up. My dad came across the street and talked to the top consul from 3M and got some legal advice on how to handle the problem. He says, as a matter of fact, Mr. Bostrom, I'll write a letter for you, and I don't think you'll ever hear from those people again. Well, that was 50 years ago, and we still haven't heard anything. So I think the statute of limitations has probably run out. But it was that kind of a company that took care of their people, the highest taking care of actually the folks that were working over in the plant, and I really appreciated that, and I appreciated the job that my dad had. My brother worked here, and also many of my friends that went to Johnson High School wound up working at 3M. Another classmate of mine, Bruce Vento, worked down at Ham's Brewery as a young man also. So there are a lot of opportunities here. We want to see those opportunities come back. This place is strategically located. We've got opportunities. But this stuff doesn't happen overnight, because a lot of you in this room know that the Phelan Corridor project started almost 15 years ago, and it was almost 10 years before there was actually a road. So we know that this stuff doesn't happen overnight, but if you plan appropriately, good things will ultimately happen. So this is the beginning of it. I wish them well, particularly with maintaining this building, because it is a beautiful place. So thanks everyone for coming out. I wish the salespeople well on this as they go out and aggressively market this property. They talked about doing it internationally, so if they want to send somebody to Sweden, I'll go with them. And we'll talk about district energy, because that'd be a great place to start with some on the east side right here. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Louis Jambois. I'm the president of the Port Authority, and if you ever wonder why it is that we get into redevelopment, now you know. It is the undeniable glamour associated with standing in an unheated building on the 6th of January. The Port Authority provided the the refreshments today. We're featuring iced coffee, and we guarantee it will be like no other iced coffee that you've attempted to drink. We're real excited about this, of course, and we're real excited about the culmination of this process. We've got 46 acres, some of which is poised for redevelopment right now. We have Health East on the west end, and it's bookended by Baldinger Bakery on the east side. But we also have this building to market and move. Mark Colesrud's going to talk about that in a minute or two. I know you're here. Yep, right there. He's going to be our feature. He's going to talk about what this is all about, and we're very excited about that. We've got 61 acres here. We expect this to create approximately 1,400 jobs. We expect somewhere around $75 million or more in private investment. We think this is what it is that we're all about in the redevelopment game. You know, when we're asked why we do this stuff, it's because we love doing the revitalization stuff. When people ask what it is that the port does, we are about jobs, we are about tax-based growth, and we are about building sustainable communities. We think the best housing program is a good job. The best crime prevention program is a good job. The best way to do redevelopment is to harness the creative energy of both the public and private sector to get something done. And the best way to finance programs and services in a first-class city like St. Paul is to build a diverse, vibrant tax base. That's the mission of the St. Paul Port Authority. That's why we're here, and we're very excited about it. I want to acknowledge John Regal and John Bennett, both Port Authority board members. I want to thank Kathy Lantry and Dan Bostrom for pulling the advisory team together. I want to thank Mayor Chris Coleman. Without his staunch support, we would have never gotten to where we are today. And finally, I would like to thank the advisory committee itself. These were a group of volunteers, great passion, great commitment, spent hours and hours and hours guiding the Port Authority on this process, and we would have not gotten to where we are today without them either. We've put it in every publication that we have produced in the last couple of months, but that advisory committee was a staunch group of people that told us what to do, and by God, we're doing the best we can with that. So thank you very much for coming today. Enjoy the iced coffee. Mark?
Well, thank you. And and it is a fantastic thing. If you really think of the opportunities that we have, I mean, this is the next generation. I mean, this project is an opportunity to take something from the past and embrace that. And I want to thank the city, and I want to thank the Port Authority and how they have made this a possibility. And at our firm, Jim McCaffrey and I are working together on this, and I want to just tell you, we're really excited to get locally and nationally and internationally to present the opportunity to have this. I mean, there is fantastic employment in this area. We have people that want to work here. It's close to everything. I mean, Phelan Quarter is an incredible change. If you think of what it just demonstrates, and if you go anywhere further west on Phelan here, you see how it just demonstrates what it can be. And so I'm very excited. I've been told to keep this to an hour and a half. Is that right? No, I'm sorry. I came for the donuts, so I'm just waiting for that to happen as well. But I embrace everyone's interest, and if someone has an idea, we want to leave no stone unturned, and we are going international. And so I'll let you know. Let you know when we're flying to Sweden if that one's coming up. So anyway, thank you very much, and we appreciate the opportunity.